Welcome back everyone, it's Croc here and I finally got Rimworld. Now many people who know my channel know me mostly for my adventures and videos on the game Kenshi, an open world buggy mess of a masterpiece, but while looking for other games similar to my Sims and Fallout crack baby, there is one game that stands above Kenshi, by a fucking long shot, in players and content apparently. The closest thing that I can find that is like Kenshi, meet Prison Architect 2. So this is a brutal AI storytelling game that I'm fucking pumped to play. Now as an experienced Kenshi kid, I knew my first playthroughs might be throwaways or just me figuring out the game and such, and it turned out that they're actually worse than I thought. Rimworld starts off with a title screen that's pretty basic. I went through the tutorial and felt like I could start a game. You begin by creating a colony and setting a scenario. These range from 3 pals who crash landed, 5 pals who crash landed, 1 rich guy who crash landed, and then a broke joke who crash landed. So the first one is the basic start, so I picked that. You can also pick difficulty, which is really nice. I like to start around average to hard start and go from there. I'll save savage mode for when I'm not a fucking idiot when it comes to this game. Then you get to pick a location. The map is generated by a seed and can be altered, and there's lots of different factions around the map. These all range from traders to bandits, so there's lots of different people to work with. I picked a spot I figured would be alright, you know, not too close to anyone, but also close enough so we can go and steal their shit. After that, we get to character creation, which is pretty neat. You see, the characters all have different traits and skills. It's sort of like Dungeons & Dragons. One of the guys I got is this beef boy named Soren. He's pretty strong, but is incapable of being caring, social, or intellectual. So he's basically just a fucking human super mutant from Fallout New Vegas. So you go along, you randomize characters until you wind up with 3 you're happy with. Now it's pretty important to someone plan your characters so you have people who cover all aspects on your team. So medic, food, other shit like that. You need people to cover all of that to thrive. I didn't know that, so I figured a mafia boss, a VR designer, and a space marine would work great together. And they did great together, but not too much work. Now first, there's a few things that you need to get ready for your colonists to thrive and be happy. I now know that these things include separate housing or rooms for each person, a cooler to store meat or type of food source, so potatoes, animals, ass. Then you also have recreation, which keeps them from having mental breakdowns, that's always nice. As well as things like power, defenses, and security. There isn't a huge abundance of stuff to remember or manage, but on my first hour, I forgot half of this. So firstly, I built a basic house, but it would also be a dumping zone for a material. I also put 3 beds in here as I didn't know it would have a negative impact on our colonists. I thought the opposite. I thought it'd be positive for them to all live together and hang out, but no, it doesn't go that well. But either way, the house got a floor and a roof, and we had befriended a donkey now, so that was pretty nice. Before nighttime struck, everybody just stopped sort of working and does their own thing for their own mental health. This is when Cow, Crocodile, and Endo became lovers. I guess there wasn't enough to do, really, and the other guy there probably wouldn't be that caring of a partner, the human super mutant, so, but it's just crazy. It took 10 minutes of playing for them to get bored and start fucking. Absolutely astonishing. But I basically crammed this house which as much as I could. This video isn't a tips and tricks and beginner's guide video, by the way. This is a beginner's guide to fucking all the way up. So I put a stove, I put a research bench, and now a double bed so our couple could sleep together or else they get upset. I thought I was doing pretty well. The next day I expanded on our initial house and made it bigger. I put a nice table in the corner over there for our guys to eat at. Things honestly weren't looking too bad as far as I knew, up until a guinea pig would go mad and start attacking everyone. He got to Mason and somehow Mason got kind of fucked up by this guinea pig, but he did manage to survive and take it out. So I had him go consume the guinea pig so we could save some food. I thought he would try and maybe, you know, pick it up, cook it, or bring it to the stove. I didn't think he would just go to the fucking table and start eating the thing raw. So this of course led to him getting food poisoning and basically crippling him essentially for the next few days. Throwing up all over the place, just tracking blood everywhere. It was a fucking mess. But now that we were established as idiots on this world, we could pick a faction name, and I was thinking something hopeful, you know? So I picked the Crocodile Done Doers. I thought it sounded like a name that belonged to people that could do it. Fuck, was I wrong? So next I found this thing called a boom rat, and I thought, okay, let's try and hunt this thing, see if we can get food or what we get from it. And upon killing it, it just fucking explodes and just sets a flame to the area. Now me using my 420 IQ skill brain, I came to the conclusion, the fire will go out. Fuck it. Holy fuck was I wrong. After a few hours, it was basically a full-on forest fire heading towards our not fireproof wooden house. So the next day, literally blew. No, like I'm not fucking kidding. It blew. That's what happened. I had to blow out the fire, like it's fucking slow as shit in order to contain it. This took like a full day. And after that, they don't even go to bed. We get no breaks as we had our first bandit attack. Or vigilante attack, like I'll say from this. Because I come from the world of Kenshi. A world that I've tweaked to have armies fighting every day. This was just one bandit, so I figured, we'll be able to take her out, no problem. This somewhat happened, and we did take her out, but Endo ended up getting hurt badly from the fight, even though it was a 3v1. So fucking perfect. As time went on, this got worse as well. You see, Endo was our doctor, and she can't self-heal for some reason. And then Mason and Kyle, I guess, would rather fuck a beehive over tending to someone else's wounds, so she ended up bleeding out. Endo ended up dying in the bed with Kyle Crocodile, and because the donkey we befriended was Endo's pet, it got enraged by Endo's death and went hostile against us. We had to slay the donkey as well, and within a matter of minutes, things all went to shit. We had no food, a really shitty setup. Kyle didn't give a fuck, he went back to bed with his dead girlfriend. So I decided to retire this fucking horrible playthrough. But it was a really fun one, and for a first time playing, I wanted to share this shit show of a first playthrough with you guys. So far, I think the game is pretty fun, and I'm just giving it day by day for me to sort of learn the game and mechanics, and how to get past where we got last time. I'll for sure be making some more content on this game, and a Let's Struggle playthrough, so make sure you look out for that, and leave a like and subscribe for more content. Until then, thank you all for watching this video, and all the support, and peace.